Before we begin, please remember that I am not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The world of cryptocurrency is volatile and carries significant risk. You should always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified professional before making any financial decisions. Your financial situation is unique, and any action you take based on the information in this presentation is strictly at your own risk. Imagine having 2 chances left to become a multimillionaire. 2 final attempts to guess a password you wrote down on a piece of paper a decade ago and lost. This isn't a game show. This is the terrifying reality for a software engineer in San Francisco named Stephen Thomas. Locked on his small hard drive are the keys to 7,002 Bitcoin. As of today, that's worth over $400 million. He has tried 8 of his most common passwords. None of them worked. If his next 2 guesses are wrong, the drive will encrypt itself forever, and his fortune will be permanently erased from existence. His problem wasn't a sophisticated hacker from a foreign country. He wasn't tricked by a clever scam. His catastrophic problem came down to one thing: his wallet. And while his story is an extreme headline-grabbing nightmare, the fundamental mistake he made is one that millions of crypto investors are making right this very second, maybe even you. In the last year alone, hackers and scammers have siphoned off over $1.7 billion from digital wallets. That's not money stolen from giant corporations. That's the hard-earned cash of regular people, people who thought their investment was secure. The most painful part? The vast majority of those losses, and the potential loss of Stephen's $400 million, could have been completely avoided by understanding the critical information we are going to cover in this video. This isn't just another boring tech tutorial. This is your guide to building a digital fortress. By the end of this, you will understand exactly how to choose the right cryptocurrency wallet for your specific needs, how to identify the red flags of a bad one, and how to secure your digital assets so you can sleep soundly at night. We are going to cut through all the confusing jargon and technical nonsense and give you a simple, powerful framework for protecting your investment. Because let's be honest, buying the crypto was the easy part. The real challenge, the one that separates successful investors from tragic headlines, is learning how to hold it securely. So where does it all go wrong? It starts with a fundamental misunderstanding of what a crypto wallet even is. Most people, especially when they're starting out, buy their first Bitcoin or Ethereum on a major exchange like Coinbase or Kraken. And that's great. It's simple, it's user-friendly. Your crypto appears in your account and it feels safe. Feels like it's in a bank. But here is the brutal truth you need to understand. When your crypto is on an exchange, it is not truly yours. You've probably heard the saying in the crypto world, "Not your keys, not your coins." This isn't just a catchy phrase. It is the single most important principle of self-sovereignty in the digital age. Think of it like this. Keeping your money on an exchange is like keeping your money in a bank. You have an account, you can see your balance, and you trust the bank to give you your money when you ask for it. But you don't physically possess the dollar bills. The bank does. And as we saw with the shocking collapse of FTX, these crypto banks can fail. They can get hacked. They can freeze your account for any reason they see fit, with or without good cause. When that happens, your money is gone. You become just another creditor in a long line, hoping to get pennies back on the dollar years later. A proper crypto wallet, the kind we're going to teach you how to choose, is different. It's not a bank. It's the equivalent of pulling your cash out of the bank and putting it into a high-tech personal safe in your own home. You and only you have the key. This key in the crypto world is a long string of words called a seed phrase, or private key. This is what gives you absolute, undeniable ownership and control over your coins. No company can freeze them. No government can seize them without your key. No exchange collapse can touch them. You have total control. But as Stephen Thomas's story shows us, with that total control comes total responsibility. If you lose your key, just like losing the only key to your safe, your money is gone forever. There's no customer service number to call. There's no password reset button. You are the bank. This is the core trade-off, and understanding it is the foundation of wallet security. So how do we navigate this? How do we get the security of that personal safe without the risk of losing the key? It starts by understanding that wallets come in 2 main flavors: hot wallets and cold wallets. First, let's talk about hot wallets. The name says it all. A hot wallet is any crypto wallet that is connected, in some way, to the internet. This includes software on your computer, an app on your phone, or a browser extension like MetaMask. Think of a hot wallet like the physical wallet you carry in your pocket or purse. It's incredibly convenient. You use it for everyday spending. You keep a bit of cash in it, maybe a credit card or two. It's perfect for quick, easy transactions, for interacting with decentralized finance apps, or for buying NFTs. It's designed for access and ease of use. But you would never ever walk around with your entire life savings stuffed into your back pocket, right? Of course not. It's too risky. Could get lost, it could get stolen. The same exact logic applies to a hot wallet. Because it's connected to the internet, it has a larger attack surface. It's more vulnerable to malware, viruses, and phishing attacks. So the rule for hot wallets is simple. Use them for spending money only. Keep small amounts you're actively using in them, and never your main long-term investment. Now let's talk about the fortress, the maximum security vault. This is the cold wallet. A cold wallet, or cold storage, is a wallet that is kept completely offline. It is physically disconnected from the internet. The most common and secure type of cold wallet is a hardware wallet. This is a small physical device, kind of like a USB drive, made by companies like Ledger or Trezor. Its entire purpose is to store your private keys in a secure, offline environment, totally isolated from your internet-connected computer. When you want to send crypto, you plug the device in, the transaction is sent to the device, you physically sign and approve it by pressing a button on the device itself, and then the signed transaction is sent back to the network. Your private keys never, ever touch your computer or the internet. This makes it virtually impossible for a hacker to steal your funds remotely. This is the gold standard for security. This is where you keep your life savings. This is your digital vault. It's less convenient for daily transactions for sure. You have to physically get the device and plug it in. But for long-term holding, for the assets you can't afford to lose, its security is unmatched. So we have two main categories: hot wallets for convenience and everyday use, and cold wallets for maximum security and long-term storage. One is your pocket change, the other is your savings vault. Understanding this distinction is the first and most critical step in protecting yourself. The billion-dollar question now is, which specific wallet inside of these categories is right for you? How do you tell a well-built, secure wallet from a cheap imitation designed to steal your funds? That is where the real battle for your assets is won or lost, and it's what we're diving into next. The first thing you absolutely must understand is that not all wallets are created equal. They exist on a spectrum, a sliding scale between convenience and security. And the dividing line, the fundamental choice you will make over and over again, is the choice between a hot wallet and a cold wallet. Getting this one distinction right is the foundation of your entire crypto security strategy. Let's start with hot wallets. The name says it all. They're hot, they're active, they're connected to the internet. Think of a hot wallet like the cash in your physical leather wallet. It's for everyday use. You need it to be easily accessible to buy a coffee, pay a friend, or interact with an online service. It's convenient, it's fast, but you would never, ever carry your entire life savings in it. Why? Because you could get pickpocketed, you could lose it, or it could get stolen. The same exact principle applies in the digital world. Hot wallets are software. They live on your computer, your phone, or as a browser extension. Their defining feature is that their private keys, that secret password that controls your funds, are stored on a device that is connected to the internet. This constant connection is both its greatest strength and its most terrifying weakness. The most common type you'll encounter is a mobile wallet. This is an app on your phone like Trust Wallet, Exodus, or Mune. It's incredibly convenient. You can scan QR codes to send and receive crypto in seconds. It feels a lot like using Venmo or Apple Pay, and for many people this is their first and only experience with a crypto wallet. But your phone is a massive target for attackers. You could accidentally download a malicious app disguised as a game, or fall for a phishing text that tricks you into giving up control. If your phone is lost or stolen, and you don't have strong security, a thief could gain access to your wallet app and drain your funds before you even realize it's gone. Then you have desktop wallets. These are programs you install on your laptop or home computer. They often have more advanced features than their mobile counterparts, like full node support or integration with specific blockchains. For a while this was the standard. But think about your computer. How many programs have you installed? How many emails have you opened? How many websites have you visited? Your computer is a battlefield. A single piece of malware, a keylogger that records every single keystroke you make, could capture your wallet's password and your private keys. Your entire crypto portfolio, gone in an instant, simply because you clicked the wrong link in an email 3 months ago, and a silent piece of software has been watching you ever since. Finally, in the hot wallet category you have the web or browser extension wallets, most famously MetaMask. These wallets live inside your web browser like Chrome or Brave, and they are the primary gateway to the world of Web3, DeFi, and NFTs. They make interacting with decentralized applications incredibly seamless. But this also makes them the #1 target for the most sophisticated scams out there. You might visit a website that looks legitimate, but it contains malicious code. You click a button to approve what you think is a normal transaction, but in the background, you've just given that website permission to drain every last cent from your wallet. These are called drainer scripts, and they are devastatingly effective. Because a browser wallet is always online, it's always exposed. So, hot wallets are for spending money, for walking around money. They are a necessary tool for using crypto. But they are not, and I repeat, not for storing any amount of crypto you aren't prepared to lose. For that, you need to go cold. Cold wallets or cold storage are the polar opposite. They are the digital equivalent of a bank vault, a safe deposit box, or a safe buried in your backyard. Their defining feature is that they are not connected to the internet. The private keys that control your funds are generated and stored in a completely offline environment, shielded from the chaos and threats of the online world. This is where you store your life savings. This is your digital fortress. The gold standard for cold storage, and what most serious crypto users rely on, is the hardware wallet. These are small physical devices, often resembling a USB stick, made by companies like Ledger, Trezor, or Coldcard. Here's the magic of how they work. The device itself is a tiny, specialized computer with one job: to protect your private keys. When you want to send crypto, you create the transaction on your internet-connected computer or phone. But to approve it, to actually sign it, the transaction data is sent to the hardware wallet. You then physically press a button on the device itself to give your final approval. The private key never leaves the hardware wallet. It never touches your malware-infected computer. It never gets exposed to the internet. It signs the transaction internally and sends the signed, secure approval back to the computer to be broadcast to the network. Think of it like this: your computer is a sketchy messenger who wants to take money out of your bank vault. To do so, he has to fill out a withdrawal slip and hand it through a tiny slot in the vault door. The banker inside the hardware wallet reviews the slip. If it looks correct, he signs and stamps it, and passes the approved slip back out through the slot. The banker never leaves the vault. The vault door is never opened. The money is safe even if the messenger is a thief. That is the genius of a hardware wallet. It allows you to interact with the dangerous online world from a position of absolute offline security. Now, there are other forms of cold storage. You might hear about paper wallets. This is an older method where you literally generate your private and public keys and print them out on a piece of paper. In theory, this is the ultimate offline storage. In practice, it's incredibly risky for most people. What if your printer's memory stores a copy of the key? What if a spy camera sees you print it? What if the ink fades, the paper gets wet in a flood, or it gets destroyed in a fire? What if you simply forget where you put it? And when you want to spend the funds, you have to sweep the key into a hot wallet, which exposes it to the internet anyway, defeating the whole purpose. For these reasons, paper wallets are generally considered an obsolete and dangerous method that you should avoid. The most extreme form of cold storage is using an air-gapped computer. This is a machine that has never, and will never, be connected to the internet or any network. You generate your keys on it, sign transactions by transferring them via USB stick, and keep it locked away. This is the kind of high-level, paranoid security used by crypto exchanges and individuals holding hundreds of millions of dollars. It's effective, but it's also complex and impractical for the average person. So, here's the most important lesson of this entire section. The question isn't, should I use a hot wallet or a cold wallet? That's the wrong question. The right question is, how do I use a hot wallet and a cold wallet together to create a robust security system? You don't keep your life savings in your pocket, and you don't drive to a bank vault and go through 3 layers of security just to buy a gallon of milk. You use both for what they're designed for. Your strategy should be the same. A hardware wallet is your savings account. This is where 95% of your crypto sits untouched for the long term. Your mobile or browser wallet is your checking account. You keep a small, disposable amount in there for your daily or weekly transactions. If your hot wallet gets compromised, it's painful, but it's not catastrophic. You've only lost your spending cash, not your entire net worth. Your vault, Your cold storage remains secure and untouched. This two-wallet system is the single biggest step up you can make in securing your assets. But even with the most secure hardware wallet in the world, there's a single point of failure. A secret that, if mishandled, makes all this technology completely worthless. It's not the device, it's not the software, it's a simple list of words. A recovery phrase. And 99% of all catastrophic crypto losses don't come from some sophisticated zero-day hack. They come from a simple, tragic misunderstanding of how to manage this phrase. Protecting it is the true final boss of crypto security, and it's exactly what we need to break down next. So let's talk about that phrase. It goes by many names. A seed phrase, a recovery phrase, a mnemonic phrase. But what it really is the master key to your entire crypto kingdom. It's not just a password. A password protects an account. This phrase is the account. It's the source code to your own personal bank. If a hacker gets your banking password, they can log in, but the bank can still freeze the account, reverse the charges, and help you recover. If someone gets your seed phrase, there is no bank. There is no customer support line. There is no forgot my seed phrase button. There is only you, the thief, and a permanent, irreversible transfer of all your assets into their wallet. Game over. This is the single most important concept you need to understand to be safe in crypto. The phrase itself is deceptively simple. It's a list of 12, 18, or 24 common English words, generated by your wallet when you first set it up. Words like ocean, anchor, victory, zebra. They're chosen from a specific list of 2048 words, and the order is critical. Ocean anchor victory is completely different from victory anchor ocean. This sequence of words is the human-readable version of a massive, impossibly complex private key. It's the one and only thing that can be used to restore your wallet and access your funds on any device, anywhere in the world. Think about that. You could smash your phone, drop your laptop in a lake, and have your house burned to the ground. But if you have those 24 words written down somewhere safe, you can buy a new device, download a new wallet, enter the phrase, and boom. Your entire portfolio, every single coin, is right back in your control. It's an incredible amount of power. But with that power comes an incredible, non-negotiable responsibility. And this is where the tragedies happen. Let me tell you about Dave. Dave is a hypothetical guy, but his story is painfully real for thousands of people. Dave got into crypto, bought a few $1,000s worth of Bitcoin, and set up his first wallet. The wallet displayed his 12-word seed phrase and told him to write it down. Dave, being a modern tech-savvy guy, thought, writing it down? That's old school. So he did what seemed logical. He took a screenshot. And for good measure, he saved that screenshot to his cloud drive so he'd never lose it. A few months later, his portfolio had doubled in value. He was feeling like a genius. Then one morning he woke up and checked his wallet. Zero. It was all gone. What happened? Well, months earlier, Dave had clicked on a phishing email. It downloaded a tiny, invisible piece of malware onto his computer. That malware didn't care about his bank passwords or his social media. It had one job: to scan his entire computer, including his connected cloud drive, for anything that looked like a cryptocurrency seed phrase. It found the screenshot, sent the 12 words back to the hacker, and the hacker simply loaded Dave's wallet on his own computer and emptied it. Dave never saw it coming. He thought his wallet was secure, but he completely misunderstood what he was supposed to be protecting. He was guarding the front door while the thief had a blueprint to the entire house. Dave's mistake, and the mistake that cost people their life savings, boils down to breaking one of two golden rules. If you remember nothing else from this entire series, remember these two rules. Golden rule number 1. Never ever store your seed phrase in any digital format. I don't care how clever you think you are. Not in a text file on your desktop. Not in an email to yourself. Not in your Notes app. Not in a password manager. And absolutely, positively, not as a screenshot or a photo in your phone's camera roll or your cloud storage. Any device connected to the internet is, by definition, vulnerable. It's a target. Malware, keyloggers, spyware, phishing attacks, they are all designed to hunt for exactly this kind of information. Storing your master key on the same device that you use to browse the web, check email, and download files is like leaving the keys to your Ferrari in the ignition while it's parked in a bad neighborhood. You're just asking for trouble. The entire point of a secure wallet is to keep your keys offline. The moment you type those words into a digital online format, you have completely defeated the purpose. Golden rule number 2. Never, ever share your seed phrase with anyone or type it into any website. This rule protects you from the other half of the equation, social engineering. You're going to get DMs on Twitter, Discord, or Telegram. They will look incredibly official. Someone claiming to be from wallet support or Coinbase security will tell you your account has been compromised, or that you need to validate your wallet to receive an airdrop. They'll be friendly, helpful, and create a massive sense of urgency. They'll send you a link to a website that looks exactly like the real thing. It will have a form asking you to enter your 12 or 24-word recovery phrase to resync your assets. The moment you type those words into that box and hit enter, you have just handed them the keys. A script on their end instantly drains your wallet. Every single penny gone in less than a second. It's crucial to burn this into your brain. No legitimate company, no wallet developer, no crypto exchange, no support agent will ever ask you for your seed phrase. Ever. There is zero reason for them to need it. Anyone asking for it is a thief. It's a 100% guaranteed scam, every single time. Don't engage. Don't click the link. Block, report, and move on. So, if you can't store it digitally and you can't tell anyone, what are you supposed to do? You go old school. You go analog. The most basic method is simple. Pen and paper. When your wallet generates the phrase, you write it down. Meticulously. Check your spelling. Number the words. Double-check the order. Then you make at least one backup copy. You store these physical pieces of paper in different, secure physical locations. Maybe one is in a fireproof safe in your house, and the other is in a safe deposit box at a bank. This protects you from a single point of failure, like a house fire or a flood. Simple, it's offline and it works. But for those who want to level up, there's a better way. You can forge your key in metal. There are products called steel wallets or seed plates. These are typically 2 or more plates of stainless steel or even titanium, along with a set of letter and number punches. Instead of writing your words on flimsy, flammable paper, you physically stamp them, letter by letter, into solid metal. This creates a record of your seed phrase that is virtually indestructible. It's fireproof, waterproof, corrosion-proof, and immune to fading. It turns your fragile secret into a permanent artifact. This might sound extreme, but remember what's at stake. If you plan on storing a significant amount of wealth in crypto, spending $100 to carve your master key into titanium is one of the highest return investments you will ever make. Ultimately, how you secure this phrase is a personal choice, but the principle is universal, offline and private. This phrase is the foundation upon which all crypto security is built. It is the one thing you and only you should control. Now that we understand the profound importance of this master key, we can finally start to talk about the wallets themselves. We forged the key, now we need to choose the right lock. And that choice, the decision between a wallet that lives on your phone versus one that lives in a drawer, is the critical next step. It's the difference between everyday convenience and a true air-gapped digital fortress. This is the fundamental battle between hot wallets and cold wallets, and it's exactly where we're headed next. So let's break this down. On one side, you have the digital equivalent of the wallet in your pocket. It's connected, it's fast, it's ready for action at a moment's notice. This is your hot wallet. On the other side, you have the equivalent of a private safe, buried in a concrete bunker, completely disconnected from the outside world. This is your cold wallet. Understanding the difference between these two isn't just a technical detail. It is the single most important strategic decision you will make in your entire crypto journey. Let's start with the one you'll likely use first, the hot wallet. The name says it all. A hot wallet is always online, always connected to the internet. Think of mobile apps on your phone, software on your desktop computer, or extensions you add to your web browser. Their defining feature, their entire reason for existing, is convenience. They are built for speed and ease of use. You want to buy an NFT, interact with a decentralized finance application, or quickly send some crypto to a friend. A hot wallet makes that happen in seconds. It's the checking account of the crypto world. You keep a small, manageable amount in there for your daily, weekly, or monthly transactions. You wouldn't walk around with your life savings in your pocket, and you shouldn't keep it all in a hot wallet. The magic of a hot wallet is that it stores your private keys on your internet-connected device. When you want to send a transaction, the software seamlessly grabs your key, signs the transaction, and broadcasts it to the network. It's fluid, it's simple, and for millions of people, it's their gateway into the world of digital assets. But here's the critical trade-off, the devil's bargain you make for that convenience. The very same internet connection that gives you instant access also creates a potential doorway for hackers. This is the attack surface. Every moment your wallet is hot, it's exposed to the vast, wild ecosystem of the internet. This means it's potentially vulnerable to malware on your computer, sophisticated phishing scams that trick you into revealing your information, or even vulnerabilities in the wallet software itself. If a hacker manages to get a keylogger onto your system, they can record everything you type, including your wallet password. If you accidentally download a malicious file disguised as something else, it could be programmed to scan your computer for wallet files and drain them instantly. This isn't theoretical, this happens every single day to thousands of people. The convenience of a hot wallet is its greatest strength and its most profound weakness. It's designed for spending, not for saving. It's for the active trader, the DeFi explorer, the person who needs crypto at their fingertips. But for storing serious, life-changing value, for that you need to go cold. If a hot wallet is a checking account, a cold wallet is your fortified savings vault. The entire philosophy behind a cold wallet is to sever the connection to the internet, creating what's known as an air gap. Its primary goal is not convenience. It is uncompromising security. The most common and effective form of cold storage is a hardware wallet. This is a small physical device, often looking like a USB drive, that has one job and one job only: to generate and protect your private keys in a completely offline environment. Here's how the magic works, because people often wonder, how can I make a transaction if my keys are offline? It's a brilliant piece of security architecture. Let's say you want to send 1 Bitcoin from your cold wallet. First, you create the transaction on your internet-connected computer or phone using a companion app. You'll enter the recipient's address and the amount. The app then sends this unsigned transaction data to your hardware wallet, which you plug in. On the device's tiny, trusted screen, it will show you the transaction details. This is a crucial step. You physically verify on the device itself that the address and amount are correct. This prevents a common hack where malware on your computer swaps the destination address at the last second. Once you confirm the details are correct by pressing a physical button on the device, the hardware wallet does its one sacred job. It takes your private key, which has never left the secure chip inside that device, and it cryptographically signs the transaction. It then sends only the signed transaction back to your computer. Your private key never, ever touches your computer or the internet. It stays safely cocooned in its offline fortress. Your computer then simply broadcasts this pre-signed, approved transaction to the Bitcoin network. Think of it like a nuclear launch code. The president doesn't just type the code into an email. There's a physical briefcase, offline verification, and a physical action required. A hardware wallet operates on the same principle. It separates the vulnerable, internet-connected world where you prepare the transaction from the secure, offline world where you authorize it. This air-gap security makes it virtually immune to remote attacks like malware or viruses. A hacker in another country can't access a device that isn't connected to the network. This is why cold storage is the gold standard for anyone serious about holding cryptocurrency long-term. This is for the hodlers, the investors, the people who are building a nest egg and can't afford to lose it. But cold wallets have their own trade-offs. They aren't as fast or convenient for frequent transactions. They cost money, typically ranging from $60 to a couple $100. And most importantly, they shift the security responsibility entirely onto you. If you lose your hardware wallet, that's okay, as long as you have your seed phrase backed up securely. But if you lose the device and you lose your seed phrase backups, your funds are gone. Forever. There is no password reset. There is no customer support line to call. You are the bank, and with that power comes absolute responsibility. So the question isn't which one is better? The question is, what is my strategy? And for 99% of serious users, the answer is not one or the other. It's both. The professional, battle-tested strategy is a hybrid approach. You use a hot wallet on your phone or browser for walking around money, a small percentage of your portfolio that you use for active trading, experimenting with new apps, or making small payments. This is the money you can afford to lose, though you still protect it fiercely. Then, the vast majority of your holdings, your long-term investments, your digital inheritance, the crypto you don't plan on touching for months or years, lives on a hardware wallet. That device is stored securely, and its seed phrase is backed up even more securely, ideally in multiple locations. When you need more spending money, you follow the procedure. You connect your hardware wallet, sign a transaction to send a small amount to your hot wallet, and then disconnect the hardware wallet and put it away again. You're transferring funds from the main vault to your checking account. This two-wallet system gives you the best of both worlds. The day-to-day convenience of a hot wallet, backed by the fortress-like security of a cold wallet for the assets that truly matter. It compartmentalizes your risk. If your hot wallet is ever compromised, the loss is contained and manageable. Your life savings remain untouched, offline, and safe. Now that you understand this fundamental difference, the battlefield of the hot wallet versus the fortress of the cold wallet, it's time to meet the specific players. We need to dissect the different types within each category, because not all hot wallets are created equal, and choosing the right one is your first line of defense. We're going to start by breaking down the most popular types of hot wallets, from mobile to desktop to browser extensions, and I will show you the single most common mistake that gets 90% of new users completely wiped out. Let's dive right in. The world of hot wallets is basically split into three camps: mobile wallets on your phone, desktop wallets on your computer, and browser extension wallets that live inside your web browser. Each one offers a different flavor of convenience, and each one comes with its own unique set of traps, ready to spring on the unsuspecting. To understand this, let me tell you about a guy we'll call Mark. Mark is smart. He's a composite of thousands of real stories I've seen in forums, on Reddit, in panic direct messages. He did his research, he watched videos like this one, and he thought he was ready to be his own bank. Mark started like most people do with a mobile wallet. Just made sense. He downloaded a popular one, maybe something like Trust Wallet or Exodus, right onto his iPhone. The setup was beautiful, slick, and took less than 5 minutes. He sent a small amount of crypto from an exchange and boom, there it was. His balance sitting in an app right next to his Uber and Spotify. He felt powerful. He could scan a QR code to pay for something, check his portfolio while waiting in line for coffee. This was the future right in his pocket. But the convenience of having your bank in your pocket is also its greatest weakness. What if Mark's phone gets stolen at a concert? Or what if he simply drops it and it shatters? The average person's first thought is, "Oh no, my phone is gone." A crypto user's first thought is, "Oh my god, my life savings are gone." The phone itself is replaceable. The private keys on it are not. And it gets worse. Think about the apps on your phone. How many have you downloaded without a second thought? Scammers are brilliant at creating fake wallet apps. They make them look identical to the real ones, they buy fake reviews, and they get them onto the official app stores. You download what you think is the official wallet, you enter your seed phrase to import your funds, and silence. Your crypto is gone. Siphoned away in an instant because you trusted the wrong icon. The very device you use for everything, social media, email, texting, is an open door for targeted attacks if you're not obsessively careful. So Mark, getting a little more serious about his investments, decided to level up. He thought, I need something more robust, more secure than my phone. He moved to a desktop wallet. He downloaded it onto his MacBook, enjoying the larger screen, the advanced features, the feeling of managing his crypto from his home office command center. Felt safer. His computer wasn't going to get snatched out of his hand on the subway. It was protected by his home Wi-Fi password sitting on his desk. But a computer is a far more complex beast than a phone. Did Mark build that computer himself, installing a fresh, untouched operating system on a brand new hard drive, used only for crypto? Of course not. It was the same computer he used for everything else. The same one he used to download a free PDF editor last month, or that video game torrent his buddy recommended. The same computer his kid used for a school project. Every piece of software, every email attachment, every website is a potential vector for attack. Hackers don't need to steal your computer. They just need to get inside it for a fraction of a second. They use keyloggers, malicious software that runs silently in the background, recording every single keystroke. When you type in your wallet's password, it records it. When you paste your seed phrase, it copies it. You won't see a thing. There's no pop-up window that says, "Warning, you are being robbed." You'll just log in one day and see a balance of 0. The security of a desktop wallet is only as strong as the security of the entire computer it's on. And for most people, their personal computer is a digital battlefield, and they have no idea they're losing the war. But Mark's journey wasn't over. He started hearing the buzz about Web3, about NFTs, about decentralized finance or DeFi. He wanted in on the action. And to do that, you need the key that unlocks the interactive internet: a browser extension wallet. He installed MetaMask, the undisputed king of the space. Suddenly, the internet changed. He wasn't just viewing websites, he was connecting to them. He could interact with decentralized applications, trade on decentralized exchanges, mint NFTs, all directly from his Chrome browser. It was intoxicating. It felt like discovering the internet for the first time all over again. This is, without question, the most dangerous environment of all. A browser wallet is, by its very nature, always online. It's designed to constantly interact with websites and smart contracts. And this is where the sneakiest, most sophisticated scams live. Scammers create perfect clones of popular DeFi websites. Mark, in a hurry, might click a link from a fake Twitter account, land on a site that looks identical to the real one, and connect his wallet. The site then prompts him to sign a transaction. It might look innocent, like a simple approve or enable. But in the code, he's not approving a simple trade. He's signing a malicious contract that gives the scammer permission to drain every last token from his wallet. It's the digital equivalent of a friendly stranger asking you to sign for a package, but the fine print says you're signing over the deed to your house. By the time you realize what you've done, the ink is dry and your house is gone. So here we have Mark. He's used a mobile wallet, a desktop wallet, and a browser extension. 3 different types of software on 3 different platforms. Yet through this entire journey, he made the exact same single catastrophic mistake. The one mistake that 90% of newcomers make. The one that renders every other security measure completely useless. It had nothing to do with the wallet software he chose. It wasn't about the password he set. It wasn't about 2-factor authentication. When he set up his very first wallet, it generated a 12-word seed phrase. Those magic words that could restore his funds on any device in the world. The wallet warned him. Write these words down. Store them somewhere safe. Never share them. Never store them digitally. And what did Mark do? What does almost everyone do? He thought, I'll just take a quick screenshot. That screenshot saved to his photo gallery. His photo gallery that automatically backs up to iCloud or Google Photos. He thought, I should have a digital backup too, just in case my paper copy is lost in a fire. So he typed it into a text file named crypto_backup.txt and saved it in a Dropbox folder. He even emailed it to himself with the subject line important, just to be safe. He made his master key the key to his entire financial future digital. You have to understand what this means. You are not being targeted by a guy in a hoodie sitting in a dark basement trying to guess your password. You are being targeted by billions of automated bots, constantly scanning the entire internet, every public database, every hacked cloud service, every email server, for one thing and one thing only. The specific format of a 12 or 24-word seed phrase. They are relentlessly searching for files named wallet.txt, seedphrase.png, or privatekey.dat. The moment your digital copy of that phrase touches a server connected to the internet, you must consider it compromised. It's not a matter of if it will be found, but when. And when it is, your funds will be gone in seconds. No recourse. No one to call. Game over. Mark's mistake wasn't choosing the wrong hot wallet. His mistake was fundamentally misunderstanding where the security actually comes from. It doesn't come from the app. It comes from the way you, the user, handle that sacred string of words. Storing your seed phrase digitally in any form is the single most common and most devastating mistake in all of cryptocurrency. It turns your fortress into a house of cards, ready to collapse at the slightest breeze. Now I know what you're thinking. How am I supposed to store it then? Carve it into a stone tablet? Well, not exactly, but the principle isn't that far off. And that brings us to the absolute gold standard of crypto security. It's time to talk about taking your keys completely offline, into a domain where no hacker, no virus, and no bot can ever reach them. It's time to talk about cold storage. So let's picture this. Imagine you have a bar of gold, a real heavy, gleaming bar of gold. You have 2 choices on where to keep it. Choice 1. You can carry it around in your back pocket. It's convenient, sure. You can show it to people, you can trade little shavings of it for a coffee, but it's also exposed. A skilled pickpocket, a mugger, or even just a hole in your pocket, and it's gone forever. That's a hot wallet. Choice 2. You take that gold bar to a maximum security vault, deep underground, with reinforced steel doors, 24/7 guards, and biometric scanners. To get your gold out, you have to go there in person, prove your identity, and physically retrieve it. It's less convenient, absolutely, but it is infinitely more secure. That, in its essence, is cold storage. Cold storage is the practice of keeping your cryptocurrency private keys completely 100% physically disconnected from the internet. It creates what's known as an air gap, a literal physical gap of air between your keys and any online network. If a device is not connected to the internet, a hacker on the other side of the world has a better chance of flying to the moon than they do of accessing your crypto. It's that simple. It's that powerful. Now, you're not going to be burying a USB drive in your backyard. The modern and by far the most popular form of cold storage is the hardware wallet. Think of a hardware wallet as a small specialized computer, often looking like a fancy USB stick. But this device has been built from the ground up with a single obsessive purpose: to generate and protect your private keys in a completely isolated offline environment. It's a digital fortress in the palm of your hand. Unlike your phone or your laptop, which run thousands of applications and are constantly connected to the internet, a hardware wallet is a closed system. It's designed to be impenetrable from the outside world. So how does this little fortress actually work? How can you spend your crypto if the keys are offline? This is where the real genius lies, and it's crucial to understand. When you first get your hardware wallet, you'll plug it into your computer. The very first thing it does is generate your private keys. This happens entirely on the device itself. At no point in this process do the keys ever touch your computer or your internet connection. They are born inside the secure chip of the hardware wallet, and they will die inside the secure chip of the hardware wallet. They never leave. Once the keys are created, the device will show you something that is arguably the most important string of words you will ever own: your recovery phrase, also called a seed phrase. This is usually a list of 12 or 24 random words. This phrase is the master key. It's the blueprint to every single private key your wallet will ever generate for any cryptocurrency. You must write these words down, in the correct order, and store them somewhere incredibly safe. Somewhere fireproof, waterproof, and hidden. This is not a password you can reset. This is not something you store in your email drafts or as a photo on your phone. If your hardware wallet gets smashed by a hammer or dropped in the ocean, this recovery phrase is the only way to get your funds back by importing it into a new wallet. Lose this phrase and you have effectively burned your money. No one can help you. You are your own bank, and this is the key to your vault. Okay, so you've set it up. Your keys are safe on the device, and your recovery phrase is stored securely. Now, how do you actually use it to send Bitcoin or Ethereum? This is the magic part. Let's say you want to send 1 Bitcoin to a friend. You'll use a software interface on your computer or phone, like Ledger Live or Trezor Suite. You create the transaction there. You put in your friend's address, the amount, the transaction fee. You're essentially preparing the paperwork. Your computer, which is online, prepares this unsigned transaction. It's like a check that has been filled out, but is missing the crucial signature. Then it sends this unsigned transaction data to your hardware wallet, which is plugged into your computer. Your hardware wallet's tiny screen will then display the details. Are you sure you want to send 1 Bitcoin to this address? You physically look at the device in your hand. You verify the address and the amount are correct. And then, and this is the critical step, you physically press a button or 2 buttons on the device itself to approve it. By pressing that button, you are commanding the secure chip inside the wallet to sign the transaction with your private key. Remember, that key has never left the device. The signing happens entirely within that offline fortress. Once signed, the hardware wallet sends only the signed transaction, the cryptographic proof that you authorized it, back to the computer. It does not send the private key. It just sends the proof. Your computer then broadcasts this signed transaction to the network, and the Bitcoin is sent. Think about what just happened. The most vulnerable part of the entire process, the moment of signing, the moment your ownership is proven, happened in a completely offline, air-gapped environment, confirmed by a physical action you took in the real world. A hacker could have a keylogger on your computer, they could be watching your screen, they could have complete control of your operating system, but they cannot remotely press the physical button on the device in your hand. That physical barrier is the core of its security. Now, hardware wallets are the main event, but they aren't the only form of cold storage. In the early days, people used what are called paper wallets. This is literally just your public and private keys printed out on a piece of paper, often as a QR code. While this is technically cold storage, it's now considered outdated and risky. They are fragile, susceptible to damage, and incredibly clumsy to use. To spend the funds, you have to import the private key into a hot wallet, which defeats the whole purpose of cold storage in the first place. Think of them as a historical curiosity, not a modern solution. For the truly dedicated, there are even more robust methods like steel wallets. These aren't wallets in the traditional sense, but rather fireproof, corrosion-proof steel plates where you can stamp or engrave your 24-word recovery phrase, ensuring it survives a house fire or a flood. So the big question is, do you need one? The honest answer is maybe not today. If you're just starting out and you have $50 or $100 in crypto, a reputable software wallet on your phone is probably fine. The cost of a hardware wallet, which can range from $60 to over $200, might not be justified. But there is a tipping point, and that point is different for everyone. A good rule of thumb is this: when the amount of money you have in crypto is more than you would be comfortable losing if your phone or computer were lost, stolen, or hacked, it's time to get a hardware wallet. For some people, that's $500. For others, it's $5,000. If your crypto portfolio is worth more than the device you're using to manage it, you should seriously consider upgrading your security. It's also about your mindset. Are you a day trader moving funds around constantly? A hardware wallet might be too slow and cumbersome. But if you are a long-term investor, a hodler, someone who believes in the future of this technology and plans to hold for years, then a hardware wallet isn't just a good idea, it's essential. It's the ultimate tool for securing your long-term digital wealth. But this power comes with a heavy dose of responsibility. There are downsides. Beyond the cost and the slight inconvenience, the biggest challenge is the fact that you, and you alone, are in control. There is no forgot my password link. There is no customer service hotline to call if you lose your 24-word phrase. That freedom from a central authority is what makes crypto so revolutionary, but it's also what makes it so unforgiving. You are the bank. You are the security. The system works perfectly, but it places the entire burden of responsibility squarely on your shoulders. So we've established the what and the why. We understand that for any serious investor, a hardware wallet is the gold standard, the digital equivalent of a Swiss bank vault. But walking into this world is like walking into a car dealership. You see all these different models: Ledger, Trezor, Coldcard, Bitbox, all claiming to be the safest, the best, the easiest to use. They all promise an impenetrable fortress for your digital assets, but they are not created equal. They have different security models, different features, and different philosophies. Choosing the right one is just as critical as the decision to get one in the first place. And that is exactly where we're going next. We're going to pop the hood on the biggest names in the industry. We're going to put them head to head, break down their strengths and weaknesses, and give you the framework you need to choose the hardware wallet that is perfect for you. Alright, let's get into the main event. This is the heavyweight championship fight for your digital assets. In one corner we have the French powerhouse, the undisputed market leader, known for its sleek design and bank-grade security, Ledger. And in the other corner we have the original gangster, the Czech trailblazer that kickstarted the entire hardware wallet revolution with an unwavering commitment to open-source principles, Trezor. These two titans have dominated the space for years, but they represent two fundamentally different philosophies on how to secure your crypto. And understanding that difference is the key to choosing the right one for you. Let's start with the absolute core of it all, the security model. This is where the battle lines are drawn. Ledger's entire security architecture is built around a special microchip called a secure element. This isn't some new experimental crypto tech. This is the same kind of hardened chip that's used in your credit card, your passport, and in military-grade hardware. It's designed to be a vault. It's physically engineered to resist sophisticated tampering and extraction attacks. Your private keys are generated inside this secure element, and they are designed to never leave it. All the cryptographic signing, the process of approving a transaction, happens within this isolated, fortified environment. The main operating system of the device can't even access the keys. This is Ledger's knockout punch, a physically robust, certified piece of hardware that acts as an impenetrable fortress for your keys. But there's a huge but, and it's the source of endless debate in the crypto community. Ledger's software, the firmware that runs on the device, is closed source, proprietary. This means that you, me, and the entire community of security researchers cannot independently review the code to see exactly what it's doing. We have to trust Ledger. We have to trust their engineers, their security audits, and their word that there are no backdoors or vulnerabilities hidden in the code. For a long time, this was a trade-off many were willing to make: convenience and a certified secure chip in exchange for a little bit of trust. Then came the Ledger Recover controversy. Ledger announced an optional, paid service that would allow users to back up their seed phrase by splitting it into 3 encrypted shards, held by 3 different companies. To do this, the firmware had to be updated to allow those keys, or at least shards of them, to be encrypted and sent out of the secure element. and the crypto world exploded. Because the promise had always been your keys never leave the device. Suddenly, it seemed like they could. Whether you think the service is a good idea or not is irrelevant. The incident shattered the illusion of absolute trust for many. It proved that a future firmware update from a single company could potentially change the fundamental security promises of the device. Now let's look at Trezor. Trezor's philosophy is the polar opposite. They are the champions of the open source ethos. Every single line of code, from the device firmware to their desktop software, is public. It's on GitHub for anyone in the world to inspect, audit, and verify. This is the core principle of don't trust, verify. You don't have to trust the company, because the global community is constantly scrutinizing the code for any flaws. If there was a backdoor, it would likely be discovered very quickly. This transparency is Trezor's greatest strength. It aligns perfectly with the decentralized, trustless spirit of cryptocurrency itself. But again, there's a trade-off. Trezor devices do not use a secure element. They use a more general-purpose microcontroller. Now, this chip has its own security features, but it's not a purpose-built vault like a secure element. This means that if an attacker gets physical possession of your Trezor device, and they have extremely sophisticated lab equipment, we're talking nation-state level stuff, it is theoretically possible for them to extract the private keys from the chip. Security researchers have demonstrated this. It's not an easy attack. It's not something a random thief can do. It requires immense skill and expensive hardware. But it is a known vulnerability vector that a secure element is specifically designed to prevent. So you see the fundamental dilemma. Do you choose Ledger with its physically superior tamper-resistant chip, but accept that you have to place your trust in a single company and its closed-source code? Or do you choose Trezor with its philosophically pure, fully transparent, and verifiable open-source code, but accept that it is physically more vulnerable to a highly sophisticated hands-on attack? It's the classic crypto debate: centralized security versus decentralized transparency. Now, let's step out of the philosophical and into the practical. Let's talk about user experience and coin support. This is where Ledger has historically had a massive edge. Their devices like the Nano X feel premium. They have Bluetooth, which allows you to connect to your smartphone and manage your assets on the go through their fantastic app, Ledger Live. The app itself is a one-stop shop. You can buy, sell, stake, and manage a massive range of coins and NFTs all in one place. If you're a crypto beginner, or someone who holds a diverse portfolio of many different altcoins, the Ledger experience is incredibly polished and intuitive. Just works. It's the Apple of hardware wallets. Trezor, on the other hand, feels a bit more utilitarian. The devices are made of plastic, they don't have Bluetooth. The user experience is centered around their desktop application, Trezor Suite, which is excellent, but the mobile experience is less integrated. You often have to connect your Trezor to your Android phone with a cable and use a third-party wallet. It's more of a desktop-first experience. Their coin support is extensive, but Ledger's is generally larger, especially when it comes to the newest, hottest altcoins. Trezor is more like the Linux of hardware wallets. It's incredibly powerful, transparent, and respected by the technical community, but it might require a little more effort from the user. And what about price? The entry-level models, the Ledger Nano S Plus and the Trezor Model 1, are very competitively priced, usually around $70 to $80. They are the workhorses. The premium models, the Ledger Nano X and the Trezor Model T, are more expensive, often double the price or more. The extra cost gets you premium features like a larger touchscreen on the Trezor Model T, or Bluetooth and a bigger internal battery on the Ledger Nano X. So how do you choose? It's not about which one is better. It's about which one is better for you. It boils down to your personal threat model and your priorities. Let's build a framework. If you are a beginner, you value a slick, mobile-first user experience, and you plan to hold a wide variety of different cryptocurrencies beyond just Bitcoin and Ethereum, Ledger is almost certainly the right choice for you. You are making a conscious decision to trade the ideal of full transparency for a massive gain in convenience and ease of use. For the majority of users, this is a perfectly reasonable trade-off. However, if you are a privacy advocate, a software developer, or someone who deeply believes in the don't trust, verify ethos of crypto, then Trezor is your champion. You prioritize the ability for the community to audit the code above all else. You understand the physical attack vectors, but consider them an acceptable risk compared to the risk of a malicious firmware update from a single company. You're likely more of a desktop user anyway, and you value transparency over a fancy mobile app. But what if neither of these feels quite right? What if your priority is security above all else to an almost paranoid degree? For you, there's a third category of wallet, represented by devices like the Cold Card or the Blockstream Jade. These are often Bitcoin-only devices, built for the purist. Their killer feature is that they can be operated in a completely air-gapped manner. This means they never, ever have to be physically connected to your computer or the internet. You sign transactions using QR codes displayed on the screen, or by shuttling a microSD card back and forth. It's not convenient. It's not for beginners. But it is arguably the highest level of security you can achieve, because it completely eliminates the entire category of threats related to malware or compromised computers. So we have the polished all-rounder in Ledger, the transparent cypherpunk ideal in Trezor, and the ultra-secure air-gap specialist for the Bitcoin maximalist. 3 different tools for 3 different types of users. You've now seen the contenders. You understand their philosophies, their strengths, and their weaknesses. You have the framework to decide which camp you belong to, but picking your champion is only the first step. The moment that box arrives at your door, the moment you plug it in for the first time, that is the most critical and dangerous part of your entire crypto journey. One wrong move, one simple misunderstanding during the setup process, can render all this expensive hardware completely useless and put your entire fortune at risk. So let's talk about that moment. You've done the research, you've spent the money, and this small, sleek device arrives in a tamper-proof package. This is it, the key to your own personal bank. But the next 20 minutes will determine whether you've just built Fort Knox or an elaborate cardboard box with a free money sign taped to the front. The entire process hinges on one single concept, the most important string of words you will ever own: your recovery seed phrase. Sometimes it's 12 words, sometimes it's 24. These words are not a password. They are not a username. They are your crypto. They are the master key that can regenerate your entire wallet, all of your accounts, and all of your funds on any compatible device in the world. If you have the words, you have the money. If a thief gets the words, they have the money. If you lose the words, you lose the money. Forever. There is no forgot my password link. There is no customer support number to call. You are the bank, and these words are the one and only key to the vault. So when your brand new hardware wallet tells you it's generating your unique 24-word phrase, you are about to perform the most sacred ritual in all of cryptocurrency. And the number one, the absolute cardinal sin that gets more people wrecked than any other, is allowing these words to touch anything digital. I want you to imagine your seed phrase is radioactive to electronics. The moment it touches a device connected to the internet, you have to assume it's contaminated and compromised. Do not take a picture of it with your phone. Do not type it into a notes app on your computer. Do not save it in a text file, a Word document, or a secure cloud drive. Don't email it to yourself. Don't put it in your password manager. Every single one of those actions creates a digital copy, a ghost of your key that can be found by sophisticated malware, keyloggers, or hackers who breach the services you use. People think, oh, I'll just save it for a minute and then delete it. But on a computer, delete doesn't mean gone. It just means the space is marked as available to be overwritten later. The data is still there, recoverable by someone who knows what they're doing. Taking a photo is even worse. That photo automatically backs up to the cloud, syncing your master key across servers in who knows what country, just waiting for a data breach. This is how fortunes are lost in an instant. Not by some Hollywood-style hack, but by one simple, convenient mistake. So what do? You go completely analog. You treat this like a state secret. Find a quiet room where you can be alone with no cameras, and yes, I mean cover the webcam on your laptop. This is not paranoia. This is professionalism. Your hardware wallet will come with a few little cardboard sheets to write your words on. Use them. Get a good pen. As the device displays each word one by one, write it down carefully. Pay attention to the number next to it. Word number 1 is word number 1. Word number 2 is word number 2. The order is absolutely critical. If the order is wrong, the key is wrong. Double-check the spelling of every single word. These words come from a specific list of 2048 words. It's called the B39 word list, so you won't see anything complicated, but it's easy to mistake army for army or wolf for wolves. Be meticulous. Once you have all 24 words written down, the device will likely ask you to confirm them, to make sure you wrote them down correctly. Do not skip this. This is your first and only chance to verify your backup before it's too late. Now you have your master key written on a flimsy piece of cardboard. Is that the end? Absolutely not. That piece of paper is your single point of failure. What happens in a house fire? A flood? What if the ink fades over the next decade? Or your dog eats it? Sounds ridiculous, but these things happen. This is why the gold standard is to etch your seed phrase into metal. There are products specifically for this. Brands like CryptoSteel or Billfodel sell you a set of stainless steel plates or letters that you can use to permanently stamp your seed phrase into a fireproof, waterproof, corrosion-proof medium. It's an extra $100, but if you're protecting thousands or tens of thousands or more, it is the cheapest insurance you will ever buy. Once your seed phrase is secured on paper and, ideally, in steel, you need to store it. Do not store it in the same place as your hardware wallet. That's like leaving the key in the lock. The whole point of the hardware wallet is that the device itself can be lost or stolen, and your funds are still safe because the thief doesn't have the words. Store your seed phrase somewhere incredibly safe and secret. A bank's safe deposit box is a popular option. A bolted-down safe in your home is another. Some people even split the phrase, storing the first 12 words in one location and the last 12 in another. Whatever you do, tell someone you trust, and I mean really trust, like your spouse or your estate lawyer, where it is and what it's for in case something happens to you. Okay, you've written it down, you've stamped it in steel, you've hidden it. You're done, right? Wrong. There is one more step that 99% of people skip. It's the step that separates the amateurs from the pros. You need to conduct a fire drill. You need to be 100% certain that the backup you just created actually works. Because if you made a tiny mistake, misspelled one word, wrote them in the wrong order, your backup is useless, and you won't find out until it's too late, 5 years from now when your device breaks and you try to restore. So here's what you do. After setting up the wallet and confirming the seed phrase, you're going to intentionally wipe the device. Go into the settings and perform a factory reset. It's a scary feeling, I know. You're erasing the very key you just created. But it's a necessary test. The device will now be blank, just like it was out of the box. Then you'll choose the Restore from Backup or Recover Wallet option. And you will painstakingly re-enter one by one the 24 words from the paper or steel backup you just made. If it restores successfully and shows you the same empty accounts, you can now breathe. You have just proven with 100% certainty that your backup is perfect. You've tested your lifeboat before the ship ever leaves the harbor. Now, and only now, are you ready to think about moving money to it. And even then, we don't just dump our life savings in one go. We do one final test. A test transaction. Send a tiny, insignificant amount of crypto, $10 worth, whatever, to your new hardware wallet's address. Wait for it to show up. See it there? Good. Now, send it back out to the exchange or wherever it came from. Did that work too? Perfect. You've just confirmed the entire round-trip process works. You can send funds in and you can send funds out. You have now properly initialized and secured your hardware wallet. You've built the vault. You've tested the master key. You've run the fire drill. You've done more than almost anyone else to secure your digital future. But a vault is only secure if you operate it securely. Now you have to learn how to interact with the world from inside your fortress, how to sign transactions, and how to connect to websites and applications without getting tricked into signing away your entire fortune to a cleverly disguised scammer. Because the threats now shift from securing the device itself to navigating the wild west of Web3 without opening the door to the bandits waiting outside. So let's step outside that fortress. You've got your hardware wallet, your 24-word seed phrase is etched in steel and buried in a mountain. You feel invincible. But the most sophisticated attacks today don't try to breach the walls. They don't need to. They just knock on the front door, dressed as a friend, and ask you to hand them the keys. This is the world of malicious smart contracts and transaction signing. It's the final and most treacherous hurdle in crypto security. Because the weak point is no longer the technology. It's your psychology. It's the split-second decision you make when a pop-up appears on your screen. Imagine this, you're scrolling through Twitter, and you see a tweet from a huge legitimate NFT project you follow. It says, "Surprise mint! To reward our loyal followers, the first 1,000 people to connect their wallet and mint get a free legendary tier NFT. Link below." Your heart pounds. This could be worth thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars. The tweet has thousands of likes. Other people are replying, "Got mine. LFG." You click the link. The website looks perfect. It's a pixel-for-pixel copy of the real one. You click Connect Wallet. Your MetaMask or Ledger Live pops up, asking for permission. You click Connect. Then you click Mint. Another pop-up appears. It's a transaction. You're in a hurry, adrenaline is pumping, you don't want to miss out. You glance at it, see the project's name, and you hit confirm. And just like that, it's over. Your wallet is empty. Every NFT, every token gone in an instant. What just happened? You weren't hacked. Your seed phrase wasn't stolen. You yourself with your own finger authorized the theft. You signed the document that gave the thief permission to walk into your vault and take everything. This is the #1 threat facing every single crypto user today. It's called a wallet drainer. And understanding how it works is not optional. It's a matter of survival. When you interact with a decentralized application, or a dApp, you're not just sending and receiving coins. You're giving that application specific permissions to interact with the assets in your wallet. For example, when you use a decentralized exchange like Uniswap to trade Ethereum for another token, you first have to sign an approval transaction. This transaction says, I give the Uniswap smart contract permission to access and move up to X amount of my Ethereum. This is necessary for the trade to happen. Scammers have weaponized this mechanism. The fake NFT mint site you visited didn't ask you to send them anything. It presented you with a transaction that looked innocent, but hidden in the code was a function called Set Approval for All. When you signed that, you didn't mint a free NFT. You told the blockchain, I hereby give this scammer smart contract unlimited, permanent permission to access and transfer all of my NFTs and other tokens. It's the digital equivalent of giving a stranger a blank check that's signed, notarized, and legally bound to your entire life savings. The moment you signed it, their script automatically triggered, sweeping your wallet clean. This is why the single most important skill you can learn in Web3 is how to read a transaction before you sign it. I don't mean reading the raw code. I mean understanding what the wallet pop-up is actually telling you. Is it a simple send transaction? Or is it an approval transaction? If it's an approval, what are you approving? Is it for a specific amount of one token? Or is it an unlimited approval for everything? Is the contract you're interacting with verified and known? Or is it a random string of letters and numbers? Your wallet is trying to be your shield. It will flash warnings like, this transaction is requesting broad permissions, or, you are giving access to all your NFTs. These are not suggestions. These are blaring red sirens. If you see a warning like that on a free mint, or a surprise airdrop, you don't just close the window. You run. Let's talk about the second bandit waiting outside your door. The helpful stranger in your DMs. You're new to a project, you join their Discord server, and you ask a simple question in the general chat. Hey guys, how do I stake my tokens? Seconds later, you get a direct message. The person's profile picture is the project's logo. Their name is admin or support. They're incredibly friendly. Hey, saw your question. The main site is having issues right now, but you can use our backup staking portal to get it done instantly. Here's the link. This is a trap. 100% of the time, no legitimate project will ever DM you first with a link to solve your problem. They will always help you in public channels. That link they sent you doesn't go to a backup portal. It goes to a wallet drainer exactly like the one we just discussed. They are preying on your confusion and your desire for a quick solution. The moment you interact with that site, your funds are gone. The rule is simple and absolute. Turn off DMs from strangers on Discord and Telegram. Trust no one who slides into your DMs offering to help. The third and most insidious threat is the compromised front end. This is when the bandits don't even have to trick you with a fake website. They hack the real one. We've seen this happen to massive multi-billion-dollar protocols. Hackers find an exploit not in the smart contract itself, but in the website's hosting or domain. They inject malicious code into the website you know and trust. So you go to the correct URL, everything looks normal, but when you click stake or swap, the button is now connected to their drainer contract instead of the protocol's real one. This is terrifying because you did everything right. But there's a defense. It's called transaction simulation. Before a transaction is sent to the blockchain, certain advanced wallets or browser extensions like Pocket Universe or Fire can simulate what will happen if you sign it. They'll give you a plain English preview. If you sign this, you will send 10 Ethereum and 3 of your NFTs to this unknown address. Your wallet balance will go from $50,000 to $0. Are you sure? This is a game changer. It's like having a bomb squad robot inspect a suspicious package before you go anywhere near it. So, how do we distill this all down into a bulletproof set of rules for navigating Web3 safely? Here is your 5-point survival guide. 1. Become a transaction skeptic. Treat every single signature request like it's a loaded gun pointed at your crypto. Read it. If you don't understand what it's asking for, do not sign it. If it's asking for broad, unlimited permissions, especially from a site you've never used, do not sign it. Slow down. The 5 seconds you take to actually read the pop-up is worth more than 5 years of regret. 2. The free lunch is always poison. In crypto, if something seems too good to be true, it is a scam designed to exploit your greed and FOMO. Unsolicited airdrops in your wallet, surprise free mints from projects, giveaways that ask you to connect your wallet and sign a transaction. It's all bait. Ignore it. 3. Use a burner wallet. This is one of the most powerful and simple strategies. Set up a completely separate wallet. A hot wallet like MetaMask is perfect for this. Keep only a small amount of crypto in it, just enough for whatever you plan to do. Use this burner wallet for minting new NFTs, interacting with brand new dApps, or anything you're not 100% sure about. If that wallet gets compromised, the thieves only get the pocket change you left in it. Your main stack, your life savings, remains untouched in your hardware wallet fortress. Never, ever connect your main hardware wallet to a brand new, untested dApp. That's like using the master key to the bank vault to open your mailbox. 4. Practice proactive hygiene. Just because you used a site once and it was safe doesn't mean your permissions should last forever. You need to periodically revoke the permissions you've granted to dApps. Go to a site like revoke.cash, connect your wallet, and you'll see a list of every contract that has permission to move your tokens. If you see anything you don't recognize, or permissions for dApps you no longer use, revoke them. It costs a small gas fee, but it's like changing the locks on your house. It ensures old keys can no longer be used against you. And 5. The golden rule that bears repeating until the end of time. Your seed phrase is sacred. It is never ever to be typed into a website, shared in a DM, or spoken to another human being. It is for your eyes only, for recovery and nothing else. Anyone asking for it is a thief. Period. Your choice of wallet is the foundation of your security, but your daily actions are the walls, the guards, and the gatekeeper. You have chosen the vault, you have secured the key. Now you must learn to navigate the world outside without being tricked into lowering the drawbridge yourself. You now have the tools to build a fortress. But a fortress is useless if the person in charge willingly invites the enemy inside. In our final part, we will forge the last piece of armor. A bulletproof security mindset and a forward-looking strategy that will protect you for a lifetime in this space. This final piece of armor isn't a device you can buy or software you can download. It's forged in your mind. It's a way of thinking. A set of principles that turns you from a potential victim into a hardened target. Because in the world of crypto, the greatest vulnerability isn't in the code. It's in our own human psychology. Hackers know this. They don't spend all their time trying to crack military-grade encryption. Why would they, when it's 1,000 times easier to just trick you into giving them the keys? This is called social engineering, and it is the single greatest threat to your crypto. It preys on urgency, greed, and fear. It's the email that looks exactly like it's from Coinbase, screaming unauthorized login attempt. Click here to secure your account. The link, of course, goes to a perfect replica of the Coinbase site, designed for one purpose: to steal your login credentials. It's the friendly, helpful support agent who slides into your DMs on Discord or Telegram after you ask a question in a public channel, offering to help you solve your problem. All they need, they say, is for you to validate your wallet by entering your 12 or 24-word seed phrase into a website they provide. Let me say this so clearly that it echoes in your mind every time you interact with your crypto. No one, and I mean no one, not a CEO, not a support agent, not a developer, not even Satoshi Nakamoto himself, will ever, under any circumstance, need your seed phrase. That phrase is for your eyes only. It is the master key to your entire financial life. Giving it to someone is not like giving them a password they can change. It's like handing them the deed to your house, the keys to your car, and a signed blank check. The moment you type it into any website or message it to any person, you must consider every asset in that wallet completely and irrevocably gone. The scams are getting more sophisticated. You'll see a surprise airdrop or a free NFT mint from a hot new project. You go to the site, connect your wallet, and click approve to claim your free reward. But what you're actually approving is a malicious smart contract. You're not just letting them take one NFT, you're giving them a permission slip that says, "Feel free to take any and all assets of this type from my wallet, whenever you want." It's like leaving your front door wide open and putting up a sign that says, "Please rob me." This is where the security mindset kicks in. It's built on a few non-negotiable rules. Rule number 1. Become a professional skeptic. Trust nothing by default. Every link, every email, every direct message is guilty until proven innocent. Never click links in emails or DMs. If you need to check on your account at an exchange or use a web-based service, close the message and manually type the official URL into your browser yourself. Bookmark the correct sites. This one habit alone will protect you from 90% of all phishing attacks. Rule number 2. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Full stop. There are no exceptions. Nobody is giving away free Bitcoin. There are no secret trading bots that will guarantee you a 100x return. These are all traps, designed to exploit the part of our brain that wants to believe in shortcuts. The only thing they guarantee is that your wallet will be drained. Rule number 3. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Crypto rewards patience and punishes haste. When you are sending a transaction, slow down. Breathe. Read everything on your hardware wallet screen. Does the address you're sending to on the screen match the address you copied? Check the first 5 characters and the last 5 characters. Is the amount correct? Are you interacting with the right smart contract? The blockchain is irreversible. There is no undo button. There is no customer service line to call to reverse a fraudulent transaction. A few extra seconds of careful verification can save you from a lifetime of regret. And rule number 4. Practice impeccable digital hygiene. This extends beyond just crypto. Use a reputable password manager to create unique, complex passwords for every single online account you have. If one site gets breached, the hackers can't use that password to get into your email or your crypto exchange. And please, for the love of all that is digital, stop using SMS for two-factor authentication. Hackers can bribe or trick mobile phone company employees into swapping your phone number to a SIM card they control. This is called a SIM swap. Once they have your number, they can intercept your two-factor codes and reset the passwords to everything, including your email and crypto exchanges. Use an authenticator app like Google Authenticator or Authy instead. It's a simple switch that massively increases your security. Now, with this mindset as your shield, let's talk about the long-term strategy. Your security is not a one-time setup. It's a living, breathing process. First, schedule a recurring security audit for yourself. Maybe it's the first Sunday of every quarter. You sit down for 30 minutes and review your setup. Is your seed phrase backup still secure and undamaged? Are your hardware wallet and computer software fully updated? Have any new best practices emerged that you should adopt? This isn't paranoia. It's professional maintenance. Second, get into the habit of revoking smart contract permissions. Every time you interact with a decentralized application, you grant it some level of permission to access your funds. Most of the time this is fine, but over time you can accumulate dozens of these permissions. Some might be for old projects that have since been abandoned and could become a security risk. Using a tool like revoke.cash, you can see a list of every permission you've ever granted and selectively cancel the ones you no longer need. Think of it as changing the locks on your digital house every so often. Finally, and this is a topic most people avoid, but it's one of the most important, create an inheritance plan. What happens to your crypto if you get hit by a bus tomorrow? If your seed phrase is only in your head, or locked in a safe nobody can open, those assets are gone forever, a permanent donation to the ether. True self-sovereignty means planning for this. This is a complex topic, but it involves creating a robust, secure way for your designated loved ones to access your assets in the event of your death, without compromising your security while you're alive. This could involve multi-sig wallets, splitting up your seed phrase with trusted parties using a system like Shamir's secret sharing, or using a trusted, crypto-native inheritance service. Don't leave your family with a digital ghost story and a fortune they can see but never touch. We've come a long way on this journey together. We started with the basic concept of keys and wallets, we navigated the treacherous waters of hot versus cold storage, we walked through setting up your own hardware wallet fortress, and we secured your seed phrase as if it were the crown jewels. But all of that, the technology, the hardware, the cryptography, was just the foundation. Today we built the most important part, the operator. You. The most secure cryptocurrency wallet in the world isn't a ledger, or a Trezor, or any other brand. It is a system. It's a system where cutting-edge technology meets a rigorous, disciplined process, all guided by a vigilant, educated, and skeptical mindset. You now have the complete blueprint to build that system for yourself. You are no longer just a user, passively hoping for the best. You are an architect, a guardian, You have the knowledge to take absolute control of your digital wealth and to hold it with a degree of security that was once only available to corporations and governments. This is the real promise of crypto. Not just a new kind of money, but a new kind of ownership. True, unshakable personal sovereignty. It's a great power, and it comes with great responsibility. But you are now ready to handle it. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and you have the mindset. Go out there and build your fortress. Secure your future. And welcome to the world of being your own bank.